I am an explorer, searching for some sort of civilization or refuge out here in the frozen wastelands of the icy north. There are rumors that out here somewhere is an old abandoned village that no one has seen and no one has been to in 100 years. As I travel onwards, the weather begins to make things difficult. My vision shakes and blurs, but now I see something at the edge of a cliff. It does appear to be a village of some kind. This may be exactly what I'm looking for. I take out my spyglass and look around, and I see that yes, it is in fact a village, with several houses and several different shops, but it looks abandoned, as if no one has set foot here for more than 100 years, just as the legend says. I carefully try and avoid the frozen water, and try and stay on the packed ice. As I try and get a closer look, having little choice, I swim through the frozen waters, until now, I am directly beneath this village. I see a long, spiraling staircase that appears as if it leads all the way up to the center of the village. I figure it's my best bet as to how to get up there, even though, I must admit, I do have a fear of heights. While it looks very unsafe, what other choice do I have? As I make my way up the staircase, I realize that it may have been abandoned for so many years, because of the freezing cold that froze this giant ocean over, preventing any ships from having access to the docks, preventing all trade, and thus stopping the supply of food, driving the people away from their homes. I make it to the top with minimal damage, and I see that in this frozen, snowy village, there is signs of what was once life. Each home is different, and has its own beds, and chests and storage, but has been abandoned for so long that spiders and other creatures have made nests and homes of their own, where the eternal torches, with a peculiar kind of flame, appear to still be lit in this strange place. The local blacksmith, complete with all of the modern technology, still has flames that are lit, where it once forged weapons, and also all kinds of armors. Now it lays dark and cold. I continue to search more houses to see if anyone could still be living here, but so far there is no sign of any other intelligent life. The sun has set, and it is beginning to get extremely cold, and I fear that if I don't find someone soon, I may freeze to death out in this place. I find the community fire, where people once sang songs around it. I then approach a building that is carved into the side of the rock, assuming that it is the town hall, or was. It's still a very small room, with a large table in the center, and candles. What may have been a room for worship, or a place of gathering, has now turned into an old, abandoned shack. It does not appear that there was a whole lot of life in these villages, because there are so few beds it could not have supported that many people. Or maybe it was because not many people could survive out here, and so they disappeared one by one. I have to find someone soon, where I could be the next victim. And while this place may be terrifying, and may not be a place that I would ever want to call home, it certainly does have the best view that I have ever seen. The temperature has dropped below 0, and I can no longer feel any of my limbs. I fear that the time has come that I either have to do something drastic, or I shall perish. I go back to the community fire area and try and warm myself up as best I can. The blue flames, for some reason, don't make me feel much warmer, but rather cold. I feel myself drawn towards the flames, compelled to stand in the fire for some unknown reason. But after taking a few bits of damage, I realize that this is what happened to the people. This strange, eerie fire, this strange and mysterious flame, is the cause of everyone's disappearance. It has almost a soul-sucking aspect to it, and I fear that if I stay for too long, I shall disappear as well. So I quickly retreat down the staircase and go off further into the frozen tundra in hopes of finding actual life, in the hopes that I can not only find someone to communicate with, but also for a chance of survival. I've heard tales of a jungle not too far away. Perhaps I shall visit there soon. Hopefully, I will find someone there that can help me on my quest. But until then, thank you for joining me on this journey. And may the next part of the journey be a bit more successful.